Hey and welcome back to World War II Solitaire board game channel and another D-Day Dice video. We are gonna continue our quest on discovering all of the D-Day Dice second edition material, and I'm gonna do my best to try and review it all and play it all to give you a good idea of what you might want to get to your D-Day Dice collection. So today we're gonna take a look at D-Day Dice second edition expansion Atlantikwall. And I'll say this, I think this is a good expansion. I had a lot of fun with it, but I will say that I think this expansion is more focused on multiplayer and less focused on solitaire play. The main module of this game is the Atlantikwall module, where you will play be able to play as Germans, and it has a very good solo mode, but I think it's noticeable that it's mainly made for multiplayer. But anyway, we're gonna get into that in a bit. So if you're looking for a playthrough video of this, I have a playthrough video already playing the main module, which again is the Atlantikwall. I also have a detailed unboxing, so if that's something you're looking for, go ahead and look at that video. It is in the same playlist as the game. So just before we go through the modules, so this game has 3 modules. It has module number 1, which is Atlantikwall, module number 2, which is battle conditions, and module number 3, which are badges. And we're gonna go through it all. But before we go through the modules, we are gonna look at the new battle maps, the new scenarios which you get in this expansion, and this is a big reason to get this expansion alone, even though I think the main module is more multiplayer focused, because 6 new maps to play around with, I think that's quite a lot. And if you're also looking to get the Operation Overlord expansion, you will want to have all the other big box expansions to be able to fully enjoy the Operation Overlord expansion. Anyway, we get expansion pack scenario number 18, which is Exercise Fabius. And we get number 19, which is Dog Red. And we get number 20, which is WN68. We get scenario number 21, which is Achtung Panzer. We can see a Tiger tank over here. And we get scenario number 22, which is Queen Red. And scenario number 23, Strong Point Soul. So with these scenarios, we also get, of course, a scenario book. And then we have some more bonus material. With the rules that's covering these new modules, we also get some bonus optional rules, which can be used in any game of D-Day Dice, even without these modules. And we get 1 new award and 2 new vehicles, which can also be used in any game of D-Day Dice, second edition. And the vehicles we get is the tractor and a mine clearing tank. And our new award is going to be France and Germany Star. So let's start looking at the first module, which again is Atlantikwall. So with Atlantikwall, you are going to be able to play as the German. And instead of trying to invade the beach, you are defending the beach. So you have your own resource card to track your resources. You have your own unit player raid, German nation player raid, which lets you see how your RWBs work. It lets you know how the turn sequence work, and you also have a quick look here how solitaire play is gonna work. So and then you have your own dice with some German colors, or at least this flag's color. With this module, you're also going to get some machine gun fire tokens and some mine tokens. I'm not sure if you use the mine tokens in solitaire play. I've only used the machine gun ones. I'm unsure about it, so I'm not gonna say anything about it. But you will use these ones in solitaire play at least. And then you have a lot of specialists. Positive thing, all of the specialists in the game, the German specialists, will be used in solitaire play. So you have a bunch of them. everything from Ostveteran to Feldjäger. I'm not gonna go through them all because I've already done so with the D-Day Dice Atlantikwall unboxing video. But anyway, you have a bunch of decorations as well. Unfortunately, many, but some of these decorations aren't gonna be used in solo play. But all of these are gonna be used. Because again, this is a review from a solitaire perspective. We have some German items, not a lot of them, but about 10 of them. And out of all this stuff, these are the cards here which are not gonna be used in solitaire play. So we have some decorations here which are only for multiplayer. Quite a lot of German items, or quite a lot, 6 of them. And then we have some new specialists and items, which is also only used for the Atlantikwall multiplayer module. But all in all, I think it's a fun module to use. For me, for example, I have tried a few maps, but I will try to play every scenario. There are 30 scenarios totally if you own all the big box expansions, and I'm gonna play all of the 30 scenarios with the German nation and try to win. I think that's gonna be a lot of playtime. From just one expansion, so I think it's a decent expansion, even though it's more multiplayer focused. And again, if you are curious about gameplay, go ahead and check out my Atlantikwall gameplay playthrough video. So this is module number 2. I'm just gonna put this to the side, and we're gonna go take a look now at module number 2, which is battle conditions. So basically what you do with these cards are you shuffle them up, and then before phase 1 of every turn, you're going to go ahead and draw a battle conditions card. And what they do is basically they just mix things up. They bring new battle conditions to each turn of the game, and they can be positive, they can be negative, they can be a little bit of both, and they can be completely neutral. So let's take a look at a few of these cards. Okay, this was not the one I was intended to show you guys. Yeah, here we go. So for example, we have heavy showers, so that means rain soaks the terrain and makes movement difficult, so this is going to be a negative one. So basically you have to spend 1 extra courage for every move. And we have cloud cover. And this is gonna help us, the invaders. Units ignore all skulls in their final tally. So that's a pretty good one for us. And then we have one that's both good and bad. We get sunshine, plus 1 star for each final tally, minus 1 courage. Or actually not final tally, during phase 1. And then we have, according to plan, nothing unusual happens, carry on. So this is just nothing happens, this is a neutral one. And basically all of these cards look like that. Some of them are going to be neutral, some of them are going to be negative, and some of them are going to be positive. These cards are not something I see myself using a lot. I just haven't been able, and I think that's it, because I haven't been able to play that much yet. But I think if you have played this enough to get bored of all of the 30 scenarios, then maybe perhaps that would be something that you want to include. Or if you think that, well, D-Day Dice is too light, I want to add some stuff to make it more complicated, well, then the battle conditions is something for you. Or perhaps you just have a favorite scenario that you want to play over and over again. And then again, battle conditions is going to be a thing for you, I think, because that's going to add something to the mix. You have an award also, and that's only going to be. You could use it also without the battle conditions, but because draw 1 battle condition thing, I would only use this specific award if I was playing with the battle conditions. So anyway, that's module number 2 out of 3, and we are going to go ahead and take a look now at the last modules, which are badges. So the badges are, I think, a good addition, because I think sometimes solitaire play can be a little bit difficult. and basically they will give you a helping hand. The way they work is when you roll an RWB for a battle cry, instead of taking the bonus from battle cry, which can be that you move forward without spending any courage, you can choose to randomly draw a badge instead. And the badges work just like items. They are of one-time use, although there are optional rules to make it even easier and make the badges permanent. For example, you have the combat infantryman, which will give you the bonus that if you have 3 two-soldier results in your final tally, whatever their color, gain a fresh troops RWB. So basically, these are going to give you a helping hand, and I think they're pretty great. And these are something I actually I can see myself playing with, because I think some scenarios are in Solitaire, in my opinion, just in my taste, a little bit too hard, and then the badges can be a cool thing to help you out. So badges I see myself using. And again, you have even more rules here, optional rules, not only for the D-Day dice, but optional rules for your modules, which can make things a bit more interesting. For example, here's with the badges, the optional rules. You have the Badge of Honor, which is recommended for beginners, and that's one that means they are permanent. And then you have Badge of Courage and Badge of Assistance. So there are really, with this game, there are so many ways to tailor this game to your playstyle, to tailor this game to what you're looking for. You know, if you're looking for a super complicated game, you can add all the modules, all the optional rules and so on. Or if you want an easier game, you can use, for example, choose to use the badges with even that optional rules to make them permanent. So anyway, all in all, I wouldn't say that this expansion is... If you're not a fan of D-Day dice, I always say that the base game is good enough because there's so much content there. But if you're looking to add more, I would say adding this would be a good idea, because you do get the 6 scenarios which you can play, as the invaders, and then you get the Atlantikwall, where you get to play as the Germans, and that might be fun, at least to win on every scenario that you own. So I would recommend you to get it if you're looking. I would actually recommend you to get basically all the big box expansions if you're looking to get more content out of D-Day dice. Those are a good way to start. Perhaps not Operation Overlord. That one might be if you own all of the other big box, you might want to add that, but otherwise maybe not. But that's a discussion for another time. I am gonna review that expansion as well. But today we're talking about Atlantikwall. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed this review, and again, if you want to see my playthrough, I have that already up. If you want to see a detailed unboxing, I already have that up. Stay tuned for more D-Day dice review videos and more playthrough videos coming very soon. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. See you next time.